Good afternoon, everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce the first speaker of today's graduation, Aneesha Mahapatra. Anisha Mahapatra is a sweet 16-year-old that lives in Nashua, New Hampshire and goes to Nashua High School South. She is funny, bubbly, and considerate. She has a passion for traveling and has traveled to over 12 countries in Europe. Her hobbies include dancing, swimming, art, and fashion. She loves music and can dance anywhere she goes. Aneesha Mahapatra is a sweet friend and very nice. It is my pleasure to introduce Aneesha Mahapatra.
Cool.
Hi everyone, my name is Aneesha Mahapatra and I'm a sophomore in high school. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
I would like to thank Ashi for giving that wonderful introduction, and it is my honor to be the first speaker of today's graduation. Today I will be talking about something that is a big problem in our society nowadays. I will be talking about suicide. The 3 points I will be covering are what is suicide and what causes it, a personal experience, and how to commit suicide. Suicide is the act of taking one's own life. Around 43,000 people per year commit suicide in the US only. Suicide is one of the leading causes of death in the world. Why do people commit suicide? There are multiple reasons for why someone would kill themselves or attempt to, even though they shouldn't. Some of those reasons include different types of disorders, mental illness, lonely feeling, victims of any sort of bullying, substance abuse such as alcohol or drugs, family problems, previous attempts, and depression. Depression is the most common cause of suicide. When someone is depressed, they could be having suicidal thoughts because of stress, problems around them, or any type of mental illness. Depression can lead someone to think that they have lost hope or to feel worthless. And that is one of the most common reasons why someone would try to kill themselves, because they feel like they have no hope in their life. And it's really sad. A lot of teens nowadays commit suicide because they feel like their life has no meaning to it and that they'll be better off dead. Now I will be talking about a personal experience. A month ago, one of my favorite cousins committed suicide at his college campus, and it was really devastating because he was so talented, he was so young, he was only 21 and he was about to graduate college, and he was just a nice person overall and was very sweet, and he helped a lot of kids at his college campus and he tutored them and he was known there. And it was so unexpected that he did something like this, and I was completely shocked because he always seemed like a happy and fun person, and I could never have imagined that he would do this, because it's really shocking because he had like a fun life, he had so many friends, a lot of people loved him, and then all of a sudden it all ended. And what I was thinking is, what could have been going on? What happened? Why did he do this? No one ever asked him what was going on in his life because he always looked happy. No one would have ever imagined this, which was terrible for our family and his. So yes, these things do happen. People do commit suicide, even though we don't know who did it, don't know why, and don't know how it happens, and it's horrible. There are many ways you can prevent someone from killing themselves. The first way is to be friendly and to say hi to someone you see that's lonely or looking sad or upset. If you see someone at a lunch table or maybe at a restaurant and they just look sad and they're just like looking upset, then you can just go up to them and say, "Hi, how are you?" And be like, "Hi, how's your day?" Imagine they were going to kill themselves that weekend or week. You could have just saved a life by saying hi and being friendly to them, which is great because you just saved a life. Another way is that if any of you are ever having suicidal thoughts or feeling depressed, I highly recommend you talk to someone you have a loving and caring and strong relationship with. Talk about it, talk about how you feel, and just tell them everything that's going on with you. I know I've had these thoughts because of family problems, stress, bullying, etc. But I talked it all out with a close friend of mine, and she helped me get through it, and she understood everything I said. Because I know if I talked to some other friends or anything, they'd be like, "Are you crazy? Why are you thinking that? Like, you have such a great life." Because they wouldn't understand what's going on with me. They'd think, "Oh my God, you should go to rehab or something." But we have these problems, and it's important for us to know that a situation like this can get really bad. The last way to save a life is if you see anyone with suicidal behavior or looking depressed, then tell a teacher, an adult, anyone around you that seems older. Tell them, and I promise they will take care of the situation. And you just saved a life by telling someone that you just saw someone with really red eyes or slits on their wrist, and you just saved a life. In conclusion, I have talked about what is suicide and what causes it, a personal experience, and how to prevent suicide. This was a really important topic for me to talk about because it's really important to know how bad a situation like this can get, and it's important to prevent all these suicide attempts happening. I know at times we all say, "OMG, kill yourself," or "OMG, I'm so gonna kill myself," as a joke, but it isn't a joke sometimes because it could affect your life or someone else's life. So always be kind, be friendly, be gentle, and stay positive because there's always hope in your life. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed my speech.